Okay, guys, so we're back and we're here with the questions that you guys have sent in. But before we start that, so you guys have noticed that I don't usually start off the podcast, and there's a good reason for it. Uh, Turns out that, due to school and work, things are getting really hectic for me. So, but I totally don't want to leave the wiki, so I've decided that I'm gonna be a lot less active. And with that said, that this is gonna be my last podcast for like a really long time. So yeah, I'm basically we could pretty much just say I'm leaving the podcast. But oh, you're taking my gasping shtick. But yeah, so I guess this will be like my last podcast. So let's have fun with these questions, and then you guys can go on with your lives.
Alright, so
Alright.
Umne will be the one reading the questions this week.
Yeah.
So, Umne, whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Sure. So the first one comes from Wrath. So for all three of us, based on the revelation that Gray knows Silver's body but can't quite figure out who he is, what do you think is their connection as of now?
I still think it's familial.
Yeah. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I pretty much covered my answer in the predictions,
This is
where,
true.
yeah, I feel there's a potential that now that we know that we have a necromancer on the scene, and all of this hints that they definitely know each other, they do have they appear similar, I would actually, I recently toyed around with the idea, well, maybe he's like an older brother or something that we haven't heard about, but
Older brother.
father is the way to go, and that's just where I'm going with it.
You'd have to be a damn old guy to be his older brother.
I don't know, like, I look really old for my age, so I'm totally open to the guy being in his, like, late 20s or something.
I think
Keep in mind, there was that 7-year time skip.
Yeah, but even then, man, that's kind of stretching. I mean, this guy has a Gildart beard.
Alright.
Well, something close to that, anyways.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I think that they're father and son. Alright, so the next questions come from Fleet, number 1. Now that it has been revealed that Keith is a necromancer, hypothetically name 3 characters whom are dead that you would think he could revive to make this arc more interesting. That's a good question.
Isn't there only, like, 3 dead characters?
To be honest, one of the points we've been talking about Fairchild a lot is that nobody dies. So why would we want them to come back?
Yeah, this came up in chat, I think, just within the last day or two, so it's probably the inspiration for this question.
Yeah, probably.
But, like, you guys know how, if Silver is Gray's dad, what if Silver and Ewer knew each other, and, like, Silver brought Ewer back somehow?
Well, what would be the benefit of that?
To mess Gray up or something? I don't know.
I don't know. He's not that good of a writer, to be honest.
Bring back
Simon?
And you can turn up on that beach kiss scene, and it'll be, oh my god!
Oh boy.
Then the beach kiss scene might actually happen. Because then he wouldn't feel guilty anymore. Like, oh, you survived, yay! Then again, I guess there's a couple other minor things, but alright, whatever.
So who else is dead that we could bring back?
I
Rob.
really don't want anybody who's dead to come back, to be honest.
Yeah, and you know what? Here's the thing. What if they come back as, like, zombie-like people, not just, like, regular,
To be honest, that generally is, like, my idea of necromancing. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't really want, fucking zombies in Fairy Tale.
Oh, okay.
Atlas Flame?
What?
It'd be cool. Atlas Flame, it'd be cool to have around.
He doesn't have a body, though, right?
Well, that's the whole point of necromancy, you bring him back to life.
I thought necromancy was just putting the dead soul back into the body that, like, decayed or whatever.
Oh, depends on the specifics, like, necromancy is just bring the dead back to life as a general concept, so we don't actually know if a body is required or...
I'd be impressed if Crawford's body was still in one piece, like that Allegria crashed, even after it absorbed every human that wasn't a demon,
To be
No
fair,
one died in the crash, which is impressive enough. Like,
nobody died in
impressed
fucking Slash in the first place, before the crash.
Yeah, it's like, I'm impressed that one body survived. I mean, everyone who was already still living, that's, yeah.
That's one thing. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
Number 2. Ultra has confirmed you will accept impressions. So each of you must do a Hulk Hogan impression with the word brother being said at least once.
Question: Who's Hulk Hogan?
You don't know Hulk Hogan? He's a former wrestler, and
A former wrestler.
He's basically the guy whom they wanted to bang before he heard of The Rock.
Hulk
ew, no,
Hogan.
not Hulk.
I'm googling this. Oh, that mustache.
To be honest, I can barely remember what Hulk Hogan sounds like. He's been out of the spotlight for ages.
He's recently tried to get back in,
how old is he?
In the seniors division. No, geriatrics division. That's the better way to go. Yeah, I can't do an impression of someone I've never heard before, so...
He's just like, oh, hey, it's me, Hulk Hogan, and I'm here to sell you a car, brother. Like,
I'm here to sell you a car.
Because he's not really wrestling anymore. What else is he doing?
This is the guy you want to bone, so you have an attraction to car salesmen.
No, please. I mean, Cora, I'm surprised you would say such a thing. I expect it from Ultra, but not you.
I say it with an endearing tone.
No, you don't.
It's more endearing than what I would use.
Alright, question.
Go to the next one.
Okay. Were you still in school and had to take these... Okay.
Oh yeah, this is
the
picture.
question picture that
okay, so were you still in... If you were in school and had to take these classes, which two teachers would you most want to learn from? You don't have to name them all, just name the class and corresponding teacher you're choosing. So we had a picture sent in, and we had to pick from them. So, do you guys want to describe the picture, or do you guys just want to pick?
No, it's basically just a bunch of Naruto characters teaching random subjects that don't exist in their world. So basically, it's like, you know...
I'd imagine they'd have normal schools.
Well, maybe, but none of these people would be teaching any of those.
I'm not sure why headmaster is there. I mean...
Yeah, that's not even a subject.
I have to teach
basically, like, you can either have classes or an internship, so...
Oh, fuck my clock. Anyways, I guess one of the things would probably be economy, just because I'm pretty sure I could get a good grade on that.
Is that your only one, or...?
Yeah, I really don't give a fuck about school. I'm happy to have graduated.
You've put it behind you. It's like, I don't want to be thinking about this.
Honestly...
I've gone through this hell. Don't bring me back.
I work now. Fuck this.
So you're the headmaster. You are the teacher.
Fine, that's fine with me, man. I can finally get paid for being in a school. I can finally get paid for doing shit I don't want to do, being with people I hate.
So, my decision, I'm kind of torn between gymnastics with Mike Guy or mathematics with Shikaku. The sole reason I dropped out of mathematics was because I had a terrible teacher, and I reckon I could get along with Shikaku really well. And with gymnastics, I've done gymnastics. It's heaps of fun, and yeah, I just like being physically active. So I think I could totally get behind Mike Guy's whole springtime of youth.
Man, that would be so intense, though.
I would love it. That just sounds like so much fun. Like I see what they do, and I'm like, I would totally do that if I wasn't aware that I would destroy my body in the process. It's like, oh, do 500 laps around the city on your handstand. Oh, that sounds like so much fun, but I will lose my arms in the process.
Likely.
Yeah.
Hey.
I don't know.
Well.
Alright. I don't really watch Naruto, so I don't know, but I guess I could learn anatomy with Tsunade and biology with...
Yep, go on. That's Hashirama, by the way, the first Hokage.
Oh, did you not finish Chikuro?
What?
No, I was making a comment on anatomy.
Because gigantic.
No, I was going to be a bit more witty than that. I was just going to say anatomy with Tsunade is just opening the path for a bunch of sexual assault charges, but
On whose part?
On whose part? I don't know. When she's drunk, her part, regular day-to-day basis, probably students.
That sounds likely.
Alright, numero cuatro. Well, since Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are confirmed to have Mega Evolutions, which 3 Hoenn Pokemon would you want to have a Mega Evolution? Non-legendaries, of course, since you wouldn't want Mega Rayquaza.
Yeah, who wouldn't want that?
Oh no, he said since who wouldn't. Yeah, you're right. Okay. So, yeah. So, which 3 do you guys think should get a Mega?
Swampert, Metagross, and...
We've already got Swampert. You can't do them.
Yeah.
What?
We got
Yeah,
Swampert.
Swampert already got Mega.
Oh.
And it's absolutely boss. I'll show you a picture.
Yeah, I
Well, to
want
be
it.
it's okay. I don't really care. I'll just go with them anyways because, to be honest, I'm not following Pokemon anymore.
Oh.
But that's fair.
But I like those two.
Mm-hmm. Third
Yeah,
one?
so-
No?
Third one.
I like your Metagross one.
Yeah. To be honest, like Milotic.
Milo, that would be a good
yeah.
one. I don't know, it's kind of hard because that generation already has like almost 10 Mega Evolutions. Like, I think it's like close to a dozen or 13 now that they've announced a few. And all the
Yeah.
designs are really cool. But
They may bring older gens, like maybe a Mega Dragonite.
I don't think so, because I'm pretty sure Hoenn is one of the games where it's like it has its own exclusive Pokédex, like it doesn't have any older ones.
Oh, really? I don't remember that.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's actually how it is. Then there was a national Pokédex that came earlier. That came
think-
later in the game.
I think you can get some previous Pokemon in the Safari Zone, but other than that, they're all pretty exclusive. I don't know, I can't exactly pick just three, but I'll try. I love Shiftry. I think Shiftry and Ludicolo would be great to have Mega Evolutions.
That'd be cool.
It's just so hard, because all the Pokemon in Gen 3 are actually really well designed and can be, can easily be seen with a Mega Evolution.
I like Gen 3, honestly. I've never understood all the ridiculous hatred that goes towards it.
It gets hate. I think
It
most
gets
of
ass loads of hatred. Because when it first came out, it couldn't link to Ruby, Crystal, or the yellow versions, or the Gold Silver, and everybody completely hated it, saying like, "Oh, you completely ruined it. I have to buy all the games now to complete the Pokédex." It's like, okay, well, what percent of players actually complete the Pokédex? Like, honestly, I don't know anybody. Like, Chaos says it did, but other than that,
yeah, Chaos and Tristan are definitely in the Pokédex collecting crowd, but that was never something I got into.
What about Claydol?
Claydol? I can't really see where that would go. Or
More
what
eyes?
It would get. More eyes.
maybe it would have legs.
It would become the thing for, what was that, like, super monster that Pegasus in the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series had?
Oh, Relinquished?
Yeah, that would be where that's where it would go. Eyes all over it.
That was creepy, man.
Yeah, that was back when I was 10, 12.
Fuck, he was actually a good villain, too.
I don't know, I think the fairest answer is that I would love to see all of Gen 3 get one, because they all have such potential for a Mega Evolution. Like, I'm going through the list now, I'm like Crawdaunt, Zangoose, Survivor, Armaldo, all the... It's
Sharpedo.
See, that's the thing. They have released screenshots where the team villains, Team Magma and Team Aqua, they have Mega Stones. So Mega Sharpedo and Mega Camerupt are now possibilities. So, like, that's what everyone thinks is going to link in, unless in the remakes they get a new Pokemon that already has a Mega. But
Interesting.
yeah, rumors have been flying since that happened. Anyway,
Okay.
next question.
Okay, so number 5. You don't watch One Piece, so stay out of it.
What's the question?
Crew and Ultra. Imitate one unique laugh from One Piece.
Ultra, how many unique laughs do you know?
I barely know any, to be honest. I've never really watched the anime.
Yeah. No, it's all in the manga as well.
I mean,
almost...
it's not like you really think about laughs in the manga. You kind of just skim through that stuff. I know that there's like, Moria has one, Perona has one, Whitebeard has one, but it's like, okay, I really couldn't give two shits about their unique laughters.
Kuro, I nominate you do Peronas.
I don't even...
Oh yeah, Perona's hara 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 hara.
What?
Hara 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 hara.
What?
I would do a higher pitch if it wasn't for the fact that my family was asleep.
That's one of the things we had to worry about for singing.
Before you mention Perona, I was probably going to go for Whitebeards, who's gura 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 gura.
Yeah.
Very low
like
growl.
I wouldn't be able to make any of those, to be honest. Yeah.
I think Luffy and Robin has the same one, or at least Robin adapted one when she had her whole childhood trauma.
True,
thing.
but Robin barely laughs in the first place, so to be honest.
It's like she, which all of these are so unnatural. I do not understand.
Yeah.
How any of them came about, but yeah. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so I guess we're done with Fleet. Next set of questions come from God Is Me, number 1. Omne, what would your reaction be if you met The Rock and he immediately hated you? You know how Juvia and Grey have that relationship going on?
There's stalkers, restraining orders.
So,
The Rock would just kick your ass, to be honest.
No,
the Rock body wash.
He's a gentle soul.
He would beat the shit out of you. Have you seen him on Punk'd?
No, but if
Dude,
he touches me, that's good enough.
You got Punk'd. He nearly beat the shit out of some guy in the street.
Really? Oh, scary. I like that.
The Rock does not play around.
And this was before he got all bulked up. Can you imagine how damaged he would be right now? How damaged the person could have been at this point when the guy's been on fucking steroids?
Well, I'll make him, I'll earn his affection, and then we'll see what we can take it from there.
Doesn't work, dude. When you hate somebody, everything they do irritates you, even the nice stuff.
You're right. Hold on, I call that challenge mode. Okay, so
I'll come to your funeral.
I'm not stalking. I'm in challenge mode.
So the
They're
next
playing
question.
hard to get.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Cora, the next question's for you.
Very low AI. The AI is very low here.
What?
Go on.
Kuro, why you no ever want to play Payday with a little email? I mean,
Payday.
What is Payday?
Time.
He told us this 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, he's really not liking. So I'm not sure why he's complaining because I don't think he actually spent any money on it. But I want to play Payday. I get up early. I'm just never, you're always away on Skype, so I'm like, are you actually there? Are you not? I don't know anymore. Oh, I'm so confused. Send me messages, invites. When you're ready, come to me, because I'll be ready.
Next question. Number 3. I want Mar to be the human form of Acnologia. Who's with me? It's not really a question, but... Would you guys be down for that?
Only if it really, really, really works well, and it doesn't get revealed until the very end, and then it leads into the Dragon arc. Then I'll accept it. Otherwise, it's complete garbage.
That actually reminds me of a comment he made in the recent chapter. One of his biggest pet peeves is when humans use Dragon Slayer. Like, why would a demon say that?
Yeah.
I felt that was an outplay, so I didn't know if it was bad dialogue or another link into this foreshadowing.
Yeah, but it'd also be kind of funny, like, he's a dragon who in human form is simultaneously the king of demons.
Or he doesn't know it.
He was transformed with the help of Zeref. That was the backstory, right?
Yeah, that was. But it's like, okay, but he was originally a human, not a demon. So now he could technically be all three, which is kind of weird. He's like the fairy tale version of Ichigo. He's Ichigo. He's Ichigo.
It's Ichigo.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Okay, so next set of questions come from Choco, and number 1. If you could pull off an Inoue that bleach scene before she goes to Hekomendo or something, and go somewhere for a day.
Question. Fuck it.
I'll read out.
You suck, but go on.
And go somewhere for a day, but you have to wear a big bear costume. Where do you want to go? Wearing a big bear costume? The hottest sex club. Yeah.
Yeah, because a bear at a sex club is not inconspicuous at all.
Kuro, I'm gonna get mad pussy at a club wearing a
mad with
bear
rabies.
Mad with herpes.
Oh, the herp alert. Alright, you guys, what about you guys?
If I could go somewhere and I'm dressed as a bear... Oh my god. What? This is not a question I have ever contemplated before, okay?
Yeah.
How about my bedroom?
You're into bear costumes?
Only if you're wearing it. No. I'm not easy, Kuro. Get that through your head. Why do I always set myself up? Okay. Let's let Kuro answer this very serious questions, because, the podcast group, we tackle the hard questions.
Go on, Kuro, go on.
Alright, I'm in my mind, it's a realistic bear costume, like the kind of prosthetic you'd see in like commercials.
Yeah.
I would totally just love to go down to the mall and terrorize people. That's all I would do if I could be dressed as a bear. I'd terrorize.
Dude, just go to the zoo or something and get them to. Holy shit! The bear escaped the fucking.
No, I don't. That reminds me of a movie. It's not Ron Burgundy. What is it? No, what? It's like the episode of The Simpsons where he dresses up as the panda for Mr. Burns' entertainment, and then no. Oh, okay, I've only seen it. Okay. Basically, a panda tries to have sex with Homer Simpson for Burns' entertainment.
Nice.
Yeah.
I know you would wreak so much havoc. To be honest, where would I go? I don't know. Maybe I would go to the bank.
Can I please make a withdrawal? And like they'll be cool with it. They're like, "Would you like cash or credit?"
Mm-hmm. No, I just want to open the piggy bank.
Okay.
Yeah. Then just I use the bear claws, rip open a live pig or something.
You realize this suit doesn't imbue you with the strength of a bear, right?
Dude,
but just dressed as one. You're a mascot. You're not an actual bear now.
How do I know it's not like a biosuit or something?
Bionic bear coming 2015. We have the technology. We can rebuild him.
Okay, so what's the next question?
Alright, well there's one more from Choco. Not a question, but can you recommend me a manga that you feel that could get my ass back in reading manga? A manga that you think would blow me away?
I would recommend Liar Game because it's one of my favorites, but I think it's a little above your pay grade.
Pay grade?
Oh, yeah.
No, your pay grade. Like, you're not smart enough for it.
You just called Choco dumb.
Oh, that's Choco's question? I thought we were...
It's Choco.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I thought we moved on. Okay, for Choco. No, Liar Game...
You thought I said that?
No.
So mean.
Choco, he probably just wouldn't enjoy Liar Game just because there's an assload of text, to be honest. I think he would enjoy something I'm reading right now. Well, technically, no, sorry, it's a sequel. It's a sequel to something I read previously, and I'm currently reading it now. Currently, this series is called Fuka, and it's basically a sequel to a story called Suzuka. So as you can tell, they're both about a girl. So basically, I just recommend those two. They're also by the guy who did Kimi no Irumachi, but frankly, they're both the first one, Suzuka, is better, and Kimi no Irumachi started sucking after a while, to be honest. And the anime was garbage. The anime was complete garbage. That anime pisses me off so badly because it screwed up the manga so badly.
Okay. Well,
anyways, go on, Kuro, if you have anything to add.
I have a second-hand recommendation. It's not something I've read, but something Glassheart has been telling me a lot about recently. The manga called Food Wars, or Shokugeki no Sama.
Oh, I read that one.
Sama?
Well,
yeah.
I read some of it, actually. That's the guy, he's like a chef or whatever.
Yeah,
his
chef.
Dad was, and then he challenged him and whatever.
Yeah, and so...
the first chapter.
So, Glass has shown me a bunch of pages, and it looks really interesting, and I know that it's... if memory serves me right, it's coming out on Weekly Shonen Jump, the English digital release, and when you've got an app that only has like 6 or 7 series, and that's one of them, yeah, I think that speaks a volume of how popular or, how good it might be. So yeah, that's my only recommendation. Unless I want to promote Nisekoi.
Well, I think he's probably already reading that, to be honest. Let's go on to the next question.
Wait, but you guys gotta tell me, are those monthly mangas or weekly mangas?
Well, the one I recommend, what did I recommend?
The ones you guys both recommended, yeah.
Fuka is weekly. Suzuka is already finished.
Yeah,
you don't have to read
weekly.
You don't have to read them. You don't have to read one to understand the other, but it's just better if you do.
Food Wars is also getting its physical print in English in August. So if you want to just start something to pick up casually like I do, that's a way to get into it.
I just recommended those because they're romance manga. I thought that's something he would like.
I don't know what Chuck likes. Oh.
No idea.
Okay, so next set of questions come from Miskos. Number 1.
Thank you for sending your questions for the first time, Misk, by the way. We appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, we took his question virginity. Hey. Alright, so number 1. Lately, trying to search DeviantArt for some fairy tale art, among others, results in a bunch of so-called OCs. Well, some of them are nice and fully done by the author. Some of them are, kind of speaking, outright terrible redraws, or even just a color changes of Mishima's original art anime screenshots. I'm sure someone may be doing this in order to fulfill a dream of their own character kissing Grey or alike, but how do you find this an acceptable way to possibly improve one's art skills, or would you say it is an insult to the original author's work? Well,
I'll be like less extreme. I don't think you will really improve your art that much by just adapting what's already there. But at the same time, I don't really see it as an insult. I mean, I know, yeah. I definitely think they suck by comparison. And to be honest, I think like 99% of them suck. But I don't see it as like actually insulting. I just see it as like a very misguided homage.
Yeah, when I see those kinds of things, like I know what he's talking about, where it's just a painted over.
Yeah, it's like
and everything.
Oh, Lucy with green hair suddenly, different character.
Like
whatever.
I see that and I think, okay, yeah, that really sucks. But at the same time, I also then think this person is probably like 8. Like they're doing this because it's the only way they know how, and they're not doing it because they're trying to produce art. They're just doing it because I had this idea for a character. Let's do some colors and. That's I don't think of it as an art issue. If it's a full-grown adult who is trying to produce legitimate content and they're doing this, that's it.
That's some straight up Nick Simmons right there. So that's not the kind of thing we want.
But yeah, when I see it on DeviantArt, I just think it's just a bunch of kids. They're just doing the only way they know how, and I just shrug and move on.
Honestly. There's still enough good fairy tale original artwork there to satisfy me, so I'm okay.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I agree with both of you guys. So, number 2. The summer season of anime is almost here. If there's any, name the first anime that comes to your mind you'll be watching, and tell everyone what you think, if you think it's worth it. Sailor Moon.
I'm not surprised. He and I were actually talking about this a few days ago. We were just talking about like anime studios and stuff. There's PA Works. They did Nagi no Asukara in the fall season that carried over to the winter season. They're going to come out with a new show this summer called Glasslip. It looks okay. I mean, it's a group of friends, kind of a generic setup, but these guys produce like really, really great animation. So I guess I'll probably be watching that one. And as to recommendation, I don't know, like, I really don't know much about the plot, but it's like, some sorry. Just characters with dreams and stuff, teenagers, it's pretty generic stuff, but it's kind of like, okay, maybe they can take what's already been done and do it differently, or, they can surprise us, because, I mean, whatever Nagi no Asukara did, I definitely didn't expect it to, come to that. And I like that series quite a bit. So I'm going to give this a chance, and I think I know the animation will be good. So, and the cast seems pretty good too. So if you're interested in that stuff, I think this would be at least worth looking into. So yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. I don't really pay attention to the anime lists. I kind of pick these series up halfway through when I see them on like horrible subs or Crunchyroll. I'm like, okay, that looks cool. It's usually after a bunch of content's been out and I can judge it that way. But I do remember seeing this, a bunch of sequel series like Space Dandy 2, which is basically the Japanese Futurama, and I recently watched the first season and it's pretty amazing. It's just a nice comedy series you can sit back and enjoy. There was also Sword Art Online 2, which was a huge deal when it came out, and then we all thought about it for a little bit, and we realized, hang on, that was kind of meh. So I'll pick it up just for the sake of, I know the story, I I've watched the first season, may as well see it to the end, and I hope it'll be good, maybe. It's also, I don't remember the full title, it's from the Fate franchise, Fate, Ilya. It's like Fate Kali, Japanese Ilya. But, it's a take on the Fate Stay Night, Fate Zero franchise, and then they basically turn it into a magic... pun, voice just popped. A magical girl card captor Sakura kind of story. Which it sounds stupid, and then... and then I watched it, I'm like, okay, this is actually pretty badass. Like, there's one fight, which is one of the best animated fights I've seen in anime of all of, like, 2013. It was amazing, and... yeah, it was just a nice twist on a familiar story. So those are the only anime I know off the top of my head. I'll probably see a few when they come out, but as for now, I can't really comment on them.
Cool.
Alright. So yeah, I said Sailor Moon, whatever.
Go on.
Question 3. I was waiting for you
Dude.
to say it. Okay, number 3. The new fairy tale anime is about 10 episodes in. Have you been watching? If so, what do you think so far? If not, why haven't you?
I've watched, like, maybe half of it. So far, I've been skipping out episodes here and there just because I haven't really had the time. I'm either, like, busy with the podcast or, I'm just really busy with work. So, some of it's pretty good. Some of it could be better. I think I said before, I like what they did with the Garu Knights. They expanded on them, made them more threatening, which I appreciate quite a bit. So I'm not really taken down by them anymore like I was in the manga. The anime actually improved that, which is a good thing in my opinion. There's, a handful of, like, really poorly drawn scenes, as there always have been. But there's also a handful that's pretty good. So, I guess overall I would say that I'm satisfied. I'm just not really impressed.
Yeah, same here. Go on.
I've only watched bits and pieces. I was never really big into the fairy tale anime. I'm quite happy just to read the manga. It's weird that I've actually got the entire series on my computer. I just never watch it. But, yeah, if at any point, if I see, like, a nice GIF on the wiki, I'm like, oh, that's a nice scene I might want to watch. I'll then download the episode 1080p. Oh, that was nice. And then I just never touch it again. So... yeah, it's just the kind of thing where I go back and I'll watch, like, favorite scenes, favorite fights. Like, when Gajeel gets his fight with Rogue going, I'll definitely be downloading the episodes and watching it. But other than that, no, I'm not really following it. Just doesn't really catch my interest.
Oh. Well, I have been following it. The first episode, like, the first segment with the dragons, that was done really well. But last week's episode and the week before, I've really been disappointed with. Like, they messed up the keys, they messed up Yultir's age, and, like, now it was Erza versus Kagura. Their swords are moving at, like, 10 frames per second, but Makarov was like, you can't even see her sword. Like, I don't know, I'm not really, like, enjoying them. I really think they're doing what they did before with, like, the budget cuts, but hopefully it picks up.
Sounds likely.
I think it's just an issue with it being a weekly anime. They have 1 week to animate this whole episode, and
that's true too. Like, there's so many episodes, like, you'd have to pick the proper animator to do them all. Alright, so number 4.
Go on.
Have you ever thought about what it'll be like dating an anime/manga character? If so, what character?
Yeah, I think that's a popular fantasy of basically everyone on the wiki at some point in our lives.
Pretty much.
I remember a few times in high school, I'd just be waiting for a class, and I'm like, what if this character was with me? What would we be doing? You're not even dating, just like any character, like, if they were here, how would they be dealing with the situation currently playing out before me? But,
yeah.
I
definitely.
think,
who would you, by names, anyone?
Weirdly enough, I think one of the more regular, like, for dating was like Tamari from Naruto. I remember pretty sure I had a crush on her for a little bit just because I thought she was really intellectual and, a nice cool character. But Hinata has been with me from beginning to end, so... yeah. I don't know.
Nice.
I think about it as just like a brief daydream, but I don't exactly linger on it too long to, I don't have any great stories of fantasies of like, oh yeah, we went to this restaurant and afterwards we fought.
I would be concerned if you did, to be honest. I would be quite concerned. Umne, what restaurant stories have you thought of?
restaurant stories.
Well, you can say strip club stories, but that's
No,
kind
to
of
be
disturbing.
honest, as a child, I haven't been thinking of dating. Even then I've been thinking of like one night stands, which is really sad.
That's really creepy.
Like not as a child, like
What age?
12, 13. So
Okay, that's comparatively
not as like a 5-year-old.
That's less disturbing, but it's still plenty disturbing that a 13-year-old is dreaming about one night stands.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess that's when like I blossomed, but
Oh my god. Yeah,
I told you before.
What about characters? Any in particular?
I did, but you're gonna yell at me because you yelled at me last time.
Probably.
Goku.
Yeah. Is he the only one?
At no point in the entire Dragon Ball series was he actually demonstrated to be like a good partner at any point.
You're right. He's never
actually
home.
Very neglectful.
He eats a lot, and like you can't cook so much, and you're gonna be mad, and you're gonna be like, "Cookie, get out of the house," and he'll leave, and then
he'll die. He'll just drop dead somewhere, and then he'll come back a year later.
Oh,
can you imagine what his wife must have gone through? Like, oh, he's dead. Now he's back. He's dead again. He's back again.
She gets the wife award. Like, she put up with all that. Who else did I fantasize about? I don't know. Huh. That's besides the point. Whatever. Ultra, did you answer?
I haven't actually. Aside from the obvious three, Claire, Neko, and Candace, there was also the first one, Alexis from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. And I don't know, I probably just had like random fantasies here and there about like, the various from like whichever anime I might have been watching at a given time, like, Rika from Chunibyo and Haruhi. Wait, no, not from Haruhi Nagato, because I don't know, I like Nagato more. To be honest, I haven't really thought much about anyone from the big three or Fairy Tail, aside from Eclair, to be honest, which is kind of weird, but oh well. Yeah, so go on. Let's go to the next one.
Alright, next question. Does your usual hairstyle resemble any anime / manga / movie / series / whatever fictional character?
I don't really have a definitive hairstyle. My hair is just like whatever I feel like making it that day. I just randomly run my fingers through it and like spike it up, and it lasts that way for like 10 minutes, and then it falls down again.
Oh, I don't know. My hair is short and black. I like to spike it up, but then sometimes I make the tip look like Bulbasaur's bulb, and then sometimes I just won't, and then it'll look like there's a new anime called Haikyuu, which I don't watch, but his hair looks like mine, and someone named Daichi Sawamura, and he has short black hair like mine, I guess. What about you, Kuro? Renji, I think. No, that's
Renji. No. Well, as I currently am with short hair,
you're
my
short
hair's...
now, right?
Yeah, I cut mine short. I guess I'm probably closer to Jaime Lannister from Game of Thrones. Because I don't have to... My hair is just like naturally really wavy and it goes back now. So it just, ends up like that. But I've mentioned previously on the podcast where, like, if I was to cosplay as a character, I could also pull off guild arts. All I have to do is pull my hair back and...
Color it.
Not even color, like... my hair color is very tricky.
Yeah, I couldn't really get it. Like, there was this one picture you gave us where it's like in the mirror, and it looked really blonde and really, really shiny.
And then other ones it's like really red, and other ones it's really... It would depend on the day, but yeah, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, so Jaime Lannister or guild arts. When I had long hair, I was also Kyoko. Is that her? No, that's not her.
Who?
Yeah, Kyoko from Bleach.
Oh, okay.
So I reckon I could have pulled him off as well.
If you'd grown it a bit longer, you could have done Lucy. I'm not even so sure I was lying there. But let's go on.
Okay. So, question number 6. Have you been paying attention to the World Cup in Brazil? Are you cheering for any team? Would you go to see a match if it was physically and financially possible? I'm not following it, but...
I have... You go on, Koro.
I was just gonna say, I'm not a watch sports kind of guy. I'm the play sports. Like, I find it boring to watch it when I could rather be on the field, participating. So, like, I remember I saw the Commonwealth Games when they were in Australia, and I was just completely bored. And like, I love this sport, but just sitting in the stands, nah. Yeah.
I haven't really been paying attention. I'm just like reading the scores, like skimming over them in the newspaper. Would I go to see a match? No. I mean, they don't even really want us there. They're pretty much telling us they shouldn't. They're protesting like crazy in Brazil about how much the cup costs and how they should instead be spending money on like healthcare, education, which completely legitimate. I'm not going to make this a political debate, but I wouldn't go. As to cheering for any team, yeah, I'm basically I'm suspecting Argentina will just be the winners. I'm not really sure why. I just kind of think they have a good edge. But as for cheering, I kind of want Germany to win. For whoever doesn't know this, my process at work is Germany. My clients are big German companies like Continental, SAP, Deutsche Bahn, and a handful of others. So basically, we're like suspecting that, our bosses will be pretty happy if Germany wins the cup. More so if they beat the Netherlands at some point or another, because the Netherlands team also works on the same floor. So, yeah, there's kind of that little rivalry thing going on now that both countries are in the cup. So I guess we could say that, yeah, I guess more or less, I kind of want Germany to win, and I think our bosses will be happy, and if they're happy, we'll be happy, because, I don't know, we might get a day off or something.
Oh, cute. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, I don't pay attention, like, I don't watch it, but I do know, like, the scores and stuff, and if I could go to a match, I would. Yeah, why not? Watch it. It's cool.
I'm not big on sports one where they're playing or watching, but I guess I'll watch something if I'm, like, really, really bored.
I mean, it'd be a nice place for a date, to go watch a game. Well.
Okay.
Final question from Miss Gus. Name a meal that you'd eat non-stop if you could. I don't know.
Weet-Bix, Australian cereal. I'd have that all day, every day.
Pizza.
I've had Weetabix before. I mean, it's interesting.
Weetabix? No, that's a British ripoff. Fuck that.
Same thing though, right?
Not really.
That's actually very different.
You tell an Australian person this stuff is British, that's not going to go over well. You've seen what Rye does, right? To Kara talking about how she's a British woman and all that stuff. How great do you think Rye feels right now?
No. Ultra, what food would you eat? Pizza?
Yeah, pizza. I really couldn't give shit. Eventually, you're going to get tired. So until you're tired, why not enjoy something?
I really don't know what I could eat non-stop. My throat hurts as well, so I can't really think of this question.
Yeah,
whatever.
That's not a surprise. So that's the end of what?
That's mean.
It's accurate.
No, it's okay. Fine. Next set of questions come from Relly, and these questions are a bit like, how did you describe it, Ultra?
Yearbook, like they're basically how a school yearbook is. Your final pages, your middle pages, whatever. They basically list on the side, this student is the most likely to do this. They're the least likely to do this. They're the best smile. They're the most athletic or whatever. So Relly gave us a handful of criteria, and he basically wants us to decide who on the wiki would fill these criteria. And he wants us to throw in a few of our own criteria. So go ahead, we'll just start with his.
Firstly, best couple. I don't know whose vote this goes to. Because is there any main couples going on right now?
There's Mega and Carrot, there's God and Jess, and there's Mintaro and Osiris.
Oh, Mintaro, Osiris, yeah.
There's also those two newbies, Quilgay and Nerdy Anime Girl. That's just kind of thing.
Quilisa.
Quilisa.
It's just kind of this thing we've been pushing in the chat because they're very similar people. Which is not a good thing.
Oh, well, they're together now. They met each other through the wiki.
Well, no, we're just kind of pushing them together.
Oh. Yeah. So, Kuro, who do you think is the best couple?
My vote goes to Goddess got it.
Goddess. Yeah, I guess so. But you know what? I mean, like...
That's the best working merge name.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true, yeah.
I can't pick anyone, because most of them are, like, inactive.
If Hungry and Ishtak were still around, I would go for that.
Oh, yeah.
That's unfortunately dead.
Okay. So, best smile.
I don't think I've seen anyone on the wiki smile.
We're not a very happy group of people.
Yeah, we're very sad, depressed people. I mean, look at us three.
Exactly.
Who has a good smile? Someone we've seen some people smile, like on Facebook and stuff.
I don't have any of you people on Facebook.
What do you mean, you people?
Yeah.
You wiki people.
So we're just wiki people now, not real people anymore?
Yes. Wait, were you ever a real person, Umne?
Yeah.
Pretty sure once you were ignoring like Auschwitz and you're banging random kids, that's kind of gonna kill you right there.
Kura, do you see the shit I get? My heart.
Well, you're not gonna get this in the future, so take it with stride. As to the question, yeah.
I've seen Mega smile. I like it. I've seen Osura smile.
Sunny has a good smile.
Yeah, Sunny has a good smile too. And let me go on Facebook.
So just thinking, I have yet to see Mega in real person. I have no idea what he looks like.
Really?
Yeah, I've never seen Mega.
He looks pretty normal. He doesn't have anything strange about him.
Yeah. He's a normal guy. I like Niji's smile, if you guys remember her.
I remember her, of course.
Yeah, Niji. Jessica, too. I mean,
so we know who you meant.
Yeah. Yeah, those are my picks. Alright. So, should I go on?
Yeah, let's go to the next one.
Okay. Most stylish.
Me!
I want to see yours.
I don't mind Kuro taking that, but we'd have to get Carrot and Sunny to validate it.
Carrot did wear a Lucy costume. That was really cool.
It's not really a regular thing, though.
Imagine wearing clothes like that every day.
You were going to... That's not even funny.
No, but imagine it. Like, it's just like, could you do that?
I wouldn't.
Like, in the anime world, it makes sense.
Well, anime world is not the real world. Anime world is alright the way it is. The real world, you're just gonna get fucking attacked for that shit. Which is unfortunate. I'm not defending it. I'm just saying it's gonna happen.
Let me think of
a photo that will prove my stylishness.
Do I have to link this photo in the... Never mind.
Link some photos.
No, where is it? It's just gone. Damn it.
Yeah. I guess Wrath is stylish.
What does Wrath wear normally?
Well, I've seen him in suits, I've seen him in Aeropostale style shirts, I've seen him in, like, dress suits, I've seen him in hoodies. It's all pretty chill.
Okay. So do we give it to Wrath then?
I'll give it to Wrath.
Alright, let's give it to Wrath.
No, I just found a photo as well. Damn it, surprise.
Okay, great. No, we gotta see this.
Yeah.
Just from a few years ago, a suit I wore. I'm quite proud of it.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, that it reminds me of the tiger and bunny guy. One of them wears that. Yeah.
That's not bad. You don't have the jacket on though, right? Your jacket.
No, it's a vest. It's a vest.
Oh, it's a vest suit.
Yeah, vest suit. I like vest suits.
Okay.
So you both get it.
Okay, sure. I'm cool with that. Give it to both of them.
So, most likely to be president. Well, I don't mean to toot my own horn here. But I think I should be president.
I don't mind Umne being a president. He would lead the LGBT community in whatever city he's into a very great height. And then they would fall immensely.
That.
Sure you aren't. They didn't say the president of a country, man. They just said president. You can be the president of a local association.
No, I don't want to be a local association president.
Like, you have a choice in the matter now. Yeah, it wouldn't be most likely Umne. He wouldn't even have to run. They would be like, oh, it's Umne. He really is as loose as they say. Get him on board.
Okay, guys, if we're gonna do this, then let's just say most likely to be president. That's it, okay? Don't say anything else.
Okay, fine.
Okay. I'm most likely to be president. So, next.
You're not likely to be that president. You'll be a different president, like I said.
Don't specify.
I have to specify, though, otherwise it's creepy. You would lead America down the road of sodomy. Well, I mean, not that it's already not going down that path, but even so, you would just expedite it.
Whatever. Okay, next category is biggest asshole. You know who can be quite an asshole at times?
Aside from me, though.
Yeah, aside from you.
Oh god, can we award this to like multiple people? We don't.
Yes.
No, I mean this is the fairy tale wiki. We'd have to fill many pages with this.
Just for a record, I'm a nice guy.
It's fine. No, Curl, you're cool.
Yeah, Curl's nice.
Yeah.
One, I would definitely give an honorable mention to God Is Me. He's super mean.
Shouldn't it be a dishonorable mention though?
Oh yes, this is true. He's not God Is Me. He's God Is Mean. Yes.
And there's a handful of other users we could give it to. Yeah.
We're just too afraid to name them.
I'm not afraid to name them. ST, NNN, B4, or 2, or whatever the fuck his username is. There was also some other prick, but I don't really remember his name. I know you're probably expecting me to say FTGM, but he's been less of an ass lately, so I'm going to let him go this time.
Who else?
Probably, how about just like any vandal who just comes to the wiki to fuck around? How about that? Any
vandal, that's a good
Honestly, there's nothing more assholish than that, even if you're a dick with your opinion. At least you're not screwing around with the articles. That annoys the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the final category for Rally would be most gay.
I'm a happy guy.
Thank you, Rally.
Happy guy. I think our wikis, the community's fairly pretty cool with that. Like, we don't really discriminate, so I don't think
we don't discriminate. We just make fun of it. We just mock.
So, I mean, I don't want to wear the crown, but I think
you want to wear the crown, Umne. You want to wear the crown. You want to wear
the tiara.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. You want to wear the high
if I must, right? Fine, I will lead us.
Some white gloves.
Oh.
Not those kinds of white gloves. You're not giving anyone a prostate exam, Umne. Not yet anyway. Rai hasn't come back to your hotel room. You gotta wait for that.
He's been gone for a while.
He wrote a blog today.
He did?
Didn't you notice?
No, I'm so out of tune. Like, that's part of the reason why I'm, leaving.
Right. Okay, so, Umne is most gay. Let's just...
So, do you guys have any...
Yeah, I was just about to ask that, actually. Yeah. How about a gamer?
Gamer?
Yeah.
The most gamiest game guy.
Or just
Lee talks about games a lot.
That's true.
Yeah.
Game guru.
He actually is really into gaming.
Yeah.
Actually,
I don't mind giving it to him, actually.
Okay. So he's the most gamer.
Okay.
How about happiest? If that doesn't, not like
I'm
most
happy, do. I don't actually know the song, damn it.
Who is most happy? Everyone's had their bad moments.
Everyone does, and everyone gets pissed off at times.
Yeah, but who's all their head up in the clouds every day, and they'll be like, hoo-hoo.
Carrie.
I'm not so sure about that.
She can be mean and scary. So don't mess with her.
Not unless you have admin rights. If you have admin rights, mess with her all you like.
Oh, Meanie.
Accurate.
Who haven't I seen mad? I would say a new user, but we barely know them, so no.
Yeah, I wouldn't really count new users into this. New users are completely they can change at any time.
Has Sunny been really mad?
I haven't seen her particularly mad, but there are times when she's definitely not happy.
Yeah.
Kuro knows what we're talking about.
I know too. Well, you know what? Chaos is not mad or sad or happy.
Chaos is just...
That's what you're calling it.
Yeah.
It's apathy. The most apathetic user goes to...
Chaos.
Okay, congratulations. Even though you don't care. And they're probably not even listening to this.
What about? Do you guys have any more category ideas?
Oh yeah, there could be plenty. How about best voice?
Best voice. Oh, that could go to a lot of people.
Let's split it amongst males and females.
Okay. Not many females, though.
What do you mean? There's plenty of men. Let's count. Okay, fine. Let's take into consideration.
And the nominees are...
Oh, Suras.
That's a guy. We're going with... Okay, well, you want to...
Is it only female? I thought we were mixing this.
No, we're splitting it.
Yeah, splitting.
Okay, so female.
First female.
Yeah.
Carrie! Just for the first nominee.
It goes without saying, of course.
Second, Jessie.
Okay.
Third, Mintaro. Fourth, Toshi.
Is it really fair to compare these people? I mean, Jess is much older than Mintaro.
But still, we're not doing sexy voice. We're just doing best voice.
Okay.
Yeah. Those are the 4 girls. Have we ever heard Sunny?
I have.
I have not.
For you.
Meow.
Oh my god. We should give her one for best animal impressions. That's not an insult. That's like she genuinely sounds like
my mind just went somewhere else. So.
Kuro,
this is surprising of you. Like from me, okay, but not from you.
I thought that's why you were laughing.
Her animal impressions are very freaky.
Oh.
In a good way.
I'll be the 5th female nominee, because,
Okay, let's rank them from number 1 to 2.
You could do the award for most confusing user.
I do confuse him sometimes.
I mean, Chaos is a little bit more confusing than he is.
Yeah, but Chaos, we know Chaos is not wanting to,
Yeah, that's another thing. At least Umne, it will eventually
but I'm like, hey
get
guys.
found out.
Yeah, eventually I am found out. How about most mysterious?
The most enigmatic user.
To be honest, I think we actually know less about Miskos than we do Chaos.
I was just gonna say Miskos.
Yeah. I can give it to him.
Really? I thought we knew a lot about Miskos. Okay, just me. Alright.
How much do we know about Miskos? We know where he's from. We know some slight details about his body type.
He wears socks.
Yeah, socks. That's one thing. I mean, it was actually interesting for people to know that he wore socks.
Yeah, well, I can tell you something else. He showers naked.
How do you know? Oh my god, you pervert. You've been watching him? Oh my god, Umne, come on.
Oh, guys, we need something more to squeeze into this.
Really, Umne, you're gonna talk like that and also talk about squeezing?
I meant in the podcast.
Yeah, and your voice had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, because I'm hyperventilating.
Best accent. Of users who are currently on the wiki.
Do you guys know Marcus Jr.?
Yes.
Is he on the wiki?
Empty.
He comes on every now and then.
He's mostly OP and Shipper Fools wiki.
I know him personally. I just don't know if he's on the wiki lately because I haven't seen him in forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, he comes on once every week or so.
Blue Moon. I don't know. I guess it's either I don't know, I've distinguished the accents between understandable and not understandable.
Who is not understandable in your mind?
We've had a user, I forgot. Back when we would all tiny chat and stuff.
Yeah, I'm wondering who this person is you're talking about.
What about that Natsu guy? Remember him?
Who?
His name was Natsu1.
What?
Yeah, it was really long ago, I don't even... Okay, whatever. Well, we would have a really shitty yearbook if this is all we have.
Yeah, I know, right? It would just
well.
be a testament to how much our school apparently sucked.
Yeah. Okay, well, you know what? Let's just talk about me now. What's your favorite bit about me?
I love making fun of you, and how you always set me up for it and let me get a really good laugh out of it.
And what else you like about me?
That's about it.
Come on.
No.
Cool.
I suck at being put on the spot, so I'm going to defer the question.
It should be on your
To
mind
the
like
audience.
every day, okay? The audience. Oh,
Audience, leave a comment below. What do you like about Umne?
Aw, and be nice, people, because, like, I mean, who knows when's the next time you guys can hear me, and I can, like, interact with you guys, because...
And you can blow your ears out.
I don't get that.
You should.
I don't want to blow my ears out. Wait, but it's my voice, so why would I blow my own ears out?
Oh my god.
See, yeah, right over me. I didn't get that. So, yeah, I'm gonna miss the podcast, but who knows? Maybe one day I could be the guest.
That's possible. Yeah, we don't really have any reservations on guests. I think it's open to pretty much anybody.
But, yeah. Alright, guys. I had a really fun year.
Yep,
and,
that is the end of this podcast, and that's the end of Umne's run. Kuro and I will remain here, but as you guys are probably suspecting, yes, we are open to... We require a new third member. So the criteria has been posted in the blog. So please
Must be
read through
female
it.
and legal.
Yeah, you gotta fill my shoes.
Different shoes, but
We'll clean the shoes.
We'll buy new shoes from a different store.
Come on, it's just a health hazard. It's just
Whatever.
It's a freaking biohazard.
Okay, whatever. Get it all out. Alright, well, yeah.
That's what you said last night.
I never. This is the last thing I hear. Oh my god. Alright, well, I'm gonna miss you guys. And I guess that's it for the podcast.
That is. So let's thank Umne for his 1 year and a little extra service. And so that's the end of this podcast. When we see us next, we'll have our new third member after the applicants are considered. So till then, guys, see you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Fuck off, Umne.